We might just cross now to the caucus room where Kevin Rudd is speaking.
I believe in honouring my word. Others treat such commitments lightly. I do not. I've been very plain about that for a long period of time. Secondly, I've also said that the only circumstances under which I would consider a return to leadership would be if there was an overwhelming majority of the parliamentary party requesting such a return, drafting me to return, and the position was vacant. I'm here to inform you that those circumstances do not exist. And therefore, in the absence of any such draft, notwithstanding what Simon Crean had to say this morning, I will be adhering absolutely to the commitment that I gave to the Australian people and to my parliamentary colleagues. This is a difficult day for the Australian Labor Party. It's a difficult day for the Australian government, but I take my word seriously. I've given that word. I gave it solemnly in that room after the last ballot, and I will adhere to that word today. I therefore suggest to all and sundry across the party and the government that we unite in ensuring that Tony Abbott does not simply walk into the lodge as if it's his own personal property. We're a government with a proud record, health and education, the economy. It's a record upon which we should robustly stand. But I'm not prepared to dishonour my word, which I gave solemnly. And I will therefore adhere to that word, as I've said before, and excuse me, I'm going to talk.
So there we have it. Kevin Rudd will not be standing in the leadership spill to be called very soon. The Prime Minister called the spill a little earlier this afternoon. The question was always, would she have a challenger? And the question really was, would she have Kevin Rudd as a challenger? But as we've heard there, he's adhering. We'll just see some pictures now of Anthony Albanese, the leader of the House, Cabinet Minister, and also a supporter of Kevin Rudd going into the caucus meeting. But as we heard Kevin Rudd say, he's sticking by the commitment he gave after the last failed leadership challenge to the Prime Minister a little over a year ago, that he would not challenge, that he would only be drafted, he says he would only be drafted with an overwhelming majority of caucus. That is not the case. So he says he's sticking, he will not dishonour the word he gave solemnly, and he will not stand in the challenge. So we have the Prime Minister with no challenger. The question is what this will mean. Will the spill proceed? Will someone else step up? These things are as yet things we do not know, but we do know now for certain that Kevin Rudd is not putting his hand up for the leadership. He has called on the party to unite to ensure, as he said, that Tony Abbott does not simply walk into a lodge like it's his own personal property. He says the government has a proud record on health, education and the economy. We might just go now.